Hi, this is Steve, and this this is Steve. This is Steve. Oh, probably about 20 foot up in Cabo San Lucas. Uh, the old guy decided to give parasailing a try, and as you can see, I survived. Let me take these off. Um, Pretty cool, huh? If you go over to my Facebook page, that's Steve Chaput over on Facebook, you see more pictures of me parasailing, if that's what you want. And you'll also see some pictures of my wife and I and our stepdaughter and her friend Catherine uh, sailing on the Carnival Splendor. Um, we had a great time. Cabo was amazing. I could do an entire video talking about Cabo. Uh, uh, Thumbs up for parasailing. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's scary. If you're not into heights, don't do it. Um, and I also highly recommend Sammy Hagar's place, Cabo Wabo. Uh, Try the tequila shots. In fact, if you like me, do the double shots. Don't do the high end. Don't do low end. Do medium. I think it's blue or guava or something like that. Um, Really good, really smooth. Uh, I did the whole lick the salt, uh, do the shot, suck the lime thing on three of those, and things get a little hazy. There's some story about an iguana, but until you see the photographs of that, forget it. Anyways, let's look at some quick comics, the stuff that I picked up in my shop. It was weird. I went in. I've been so used to, excuse me, the last few times getting dozens of. Let me see if I can frame this a little better. Picking up dozens of DC books. That it was weird. I thought, oh my God, they're ripping me off. Where are my DC books? But the guy in the shop actually showed me the list of all the number ones, and wow, I actually have them all. How sad. How sad that I have all those number one issues. Anyways, I'm going to show you what I picked up today. This is just as they were thrown into the bag, so there's no order to any of them. Some of them number two, some of them are from other series. So let's do this real quick here. Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from IDW. This is issue number 2, and this is cover A, covered by Dan Duncan. That's nice. I don't know where they're going to go with this, but it'll be interesting. They've made some changes to the origin, as I mentioned last time. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And fingers crossed. I am a Turtles fan. This is Godzilla, Gangsters, and Goliaths, number 5. That's right. That is, by gosh, Mecha Godzilla 1, the original. Uh, out from mothballs and being set up. Oh, you know what? While I mention it, the guy in the comic shop and I were talking about this. IDW's Star Trek Legion of Superheroes. Could someone tell me, other than people who were Star Trek or Legion completists, who would buy this? Um, uh, you know what? I don't understand it. I don't understand what the draw is. Yeah, they both take place in the future, but the Earths and the universes are so different. I don't know how they can, you know. You know what? I'm skipping it. We had a good laugh about it at the shop, and I do not have high hopes. Maybe when it's collected as a trade paperback, I may check it out. But I'll be interested to see what other people have to say about it. Okay, speaking of Legion of Superheroes, we've got Legion of Superheroes #2. We're going to give Paul Levitz a chance. See what it's like. I'm guessing it's Monel, right? Is he still Monel? Isn't he Valor now, or he was Valor and now he's Monel? Or anyway, we'll see what happens. And as I said, I wasn't really thrilled by the first issue, but I wanted to give it a chance. Scott Snyder on Batman #2. I was surprised. It actually had a likable Bruce Wayne, who wasn't a total a-hole in the first issue. So I'm going to give it a try. Scott Snyder is a good writer. His American Vampire is classic. So we'll see what he does with that. We got Green Latrine and Green Latrine Quaps #2. We'll see what goes on with that. Jeff Jones and Peter Damasi. I don't know. As I mentioned, the Legion, the Lantern books really didn't get much of a reboot, at least from as far as I can see. So we'll see what goes on there. By God, there it is. Resurrection Man and everyone's favorite psycho gal, assassin, hit ladies, the Body Doubles, back together again. Dan Abnett, one of my favorite writers. I got high hopes for that one. We'll see what goes on. Just as I said with that, we got The Grifter. As I said, I was really surprised by the first issue. Know nothing. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Know nothing about the character. Just slowly learning about it, and we'll see what happens. As I said, it's weird that both the Grifter and Resurrection Man, there seem to be entities out to get both of them, and we'll see if there's any connection. I doubt it. You never know. Another good DC book, Frankenstein Agent of Shade. I always say Frankenstein and the Agent of Shade, but it's not. It's Frankenstein Agent of Shade. Oh man, I am really sorry. I just have not had enough caffeine, and I'm trying to rectify that. Ooh, product placement. Is that bad? Can I do that on YouTube? Anyway, I did. I just did. So we'll see what happens. Okay. Dig it. We got again from IDW. We got Doctor Who, and this is Doctor Who #10. Did I miss an issue? No, Body Snatched. #1 of 2, written by Tony Lee. My gosh, isn't he an American? If he is, he shouldn't be writing Doctor Who, right? Super Dinosaur #5. Robert Kirkman. And speaking of Robert Kirkman, the season premiere of Walking Dead. If you didn't see it, if you recorded it and didn't watch it yet, I don't want to say anything. Interesting. Things being set up. You can see where this show continues to veer from the comic series, and I really like it. You can be fans of both. Um, anyway, Robert Kirkman, I got Walking Dead, number 89. Wow, can it really be, um, you know, only about 11 issues until issue 100? When we find out that the aliens really did take over, and this is all a dream sequence. That's scary. And like I said, Super Dinosaur number 5. A lot of fun, all ages book. Uh, I enjoy it. I fully expect that this is going to end up animated at some point, which is cool. Speaking of Scott Snyder, here we go. American Vampire, final issue of Survival of the Fittest. Since I haven't read it yet, I don't know how it's going to. This is issue 505, by the way. I don't know how it's going to tie in with the regular series, or if it doesn't. But Nazis and vampires and giant vampire gods, hey, sweet, right? And we'll see what happens. Looking forward to it. Continuing with books that may be creepy. BPRD, Hell on Earth, Russia, number 2. We'll see what happens with BPRD as things continue to go bad. And again, Mike McNoller, Baltimore, Curse of the Bells, issue number, I think it's 3 of 5? 3 of 5. Another great series. You can't go wrong with the McNollaverse. Hellboy, BPRD, Sir Edwin Gray, Witchfinder, Baltimore, Lobster Johnson. Any of those books, I highly recommend it. Wow, who knew? I still actually have a couple minutes left to go here. Nothing to add. As I said, I'm glad I went through the DC 52. It wasn't as painful, except for, well, OMAC and a couple of Batman titles, and Superboy and Supergirl, and those things. You know what? More power to you. If DC's going to do that, that's fine. Oh wow, here's that Marvel is going to be firing a bunch of folks. Keep it classy, Marvel. You are the coolest guys on the block. And that's it. That's where the cool guys hang out. Yep. Apparently, it's a money saving move. Money saving move. I guess the millions of dollars that you're making on the movies this year, you can't afford to keep a dozen people on staff doing the comics. That's right, you do comics, don't you? Anyways, this is my month to bash Marvel. Next time around, I'll try to bash DC again. But right now, I'm feeling benevolent, tired, not caffeinated enough, still recovering from last week. Again, if you've, as I said before, you know what? We're supposed to talk about comics, but just real quick, if you've never cruised, think about it. It's a lot of fun. Gambling, drinking, gouging, or gorging yourself on food 24/7. What's not to like? Anyways, peace out, stay cool, and we'll see you around.